F1 2019 is here. New cars, new teams, and the grid has been shaken up. Only two outfits, Haas with Grosjean and Magnussen, and reigning world champions Mercedes with Hamilton and Bottas carry the same lineup as 2018. Charles Leclerc's move to Ferrari has captured all the headlines, the young starlet becoming the Scuderia's youngest driver since Ricardo Rodriguez in 1961 and setting up a fascinating battle with Sebastian Vettel. Kimi Räikkönen returns to his origins, although the Sauber team with which he made his debut has been officially rebranded as Alfa Romeo. He'll be joined at the Italo-Swiss outfit by Ferrari youngster Italian Antonio Giovinazzi. Daniel Ricciardo's move to Renault shocked the paddock, and the musical chairs that followed saw Pierre Gasly promoted to Red Bull and Carlos Sainz jump over to McLaren, taking the place of his hero Fernando Alonso. Sainz will race alongside rookie Lando Norris, but he's not the only new kid on the block. Both Norris and new Toro Rosso driver Alex Albon will hope to pick up where they left off in Formula 2 in 2018 and scrap once again with the eventual and reigning champion George Russell, who'll be racing for Williams alongside a familiar face. Robert Kubica marked one of the most incredible and emotional comebacks in the history of Formula 1. 8 years after suffering incredible injuries in an horrific rally accident. He's fought his way back to Formula 1 and more than deserves his place back in the sport that he loves. Still at the young age of 24, Danny Kvyat has his third opportunity in Formula 1, back at Toro Rosso, while Force India's transformation into Racing Point is now complete, with Sergio Perez welcoming Canada's Lance Stroll as his new teammate in the pink cars. Team structures have also been shaken up, but nowhere more so than down here at Ferrari, where the team's technical director Mattia Binotto has been promoted to team principal in place of Maurizio Arrivabene. Transformations also in Woking, where former Toro Rosso technical chief James Key lands at McLaren in the same role, with Porsche's former World Endurance Championship boss Andreas Seidl becoming managing director. The 2019 cars have undergone an intense redesign. New regulations have reshaped the car to improve overtaking and the racing spectacle. The front wing is now wider and simpler, so cars can chase each other more closely. Barge boards are smaller and have been moved forward to make them less powerful and less aerodynamically disruptive. Brake ducts are also simplified, bringing less downforce, which again should mean we see more nose-to-tail action in the heat of battle. Tyre strategy should be easier to understand this year with just the 3 colours to monitor during a race. That's red for the soft, yellow for the medium, and white for the hard compounds. And there's now an additional point available for setting the fastest lap. But only drivers who are classified in the top 10 at the end of the race will be eligible to receive it. No last lap fresh tyre glory runs for the man in last place. If you finish the race 11th or lower, you won't get the point. Fuel allowance has increased by 5 kilograms, allowing drivers to worry a little less about saving fuel and using the engine, still the incredibly efficient 1.6-litre hybrid units, to the max. Drivers can also eat a little more, as their weight will now be recorded separately to the car. This means taller and heavier drivers won't be disadvantaged by minimum weight regulations. Drivers will wear biometric gloves, a new technology developed by the FIA which will aid them in assessing a driver's condition in the event of an accident. Now, the gloves feature sensors that are stitched into the fabric which will monitor the driver's vital signs. A more noticeable change comes at the rear of the car, which now displays 3 lights instead of 1. The additional lights on the end plates of a larger rear wing will increase visibility in bad weather. It looks like the grid in Australia will be even closer than last year. The new Ferrari SF90 positioned itself as one to watch in pre-season testing, both for its beautiful new matte look and impressive performance on track. Solid pace and big smiles suggest they might have the strongest car. As always, it's incredibly tough to call. Mercedes employed their traditional testing tactics of going for lap count rather than overall headline times. That said, they did bring what appeared to be an almost entirely new car to week 2 of testing. Is that part of the development plan or something more complex? One thing's for sure, Valtteri Bottas said of the initial running that his car's balance was on a knife edge. It's all smiles for Christian Horner down here at Red Bull Racing as they link up with Honda. Indeed, he says they've never had such a good pre-season, and many within this paddock think they could pose the sternest challenge to Ferrari in 2019. Certainly, that's what Verstappen and Gasly will be hoping for.
Analysis gets even tougher in the midfield. McLaren have shown a big step forward in reliability and performance during testing, recording some of the best lap times and high lap tallies. But they remain cautious.
We're not going to be in pole in Australia, if that is the question. Everyone calm down a bit because this is just testing.
Things aren't looking quite so good down here at Williams, who missed almost 3/4 of the first week of testing due to car production delayed. Week 2 went a lot better, however. The team amassing a decent number of laps, reflecting that their car does at least have good reliability, if not quite the pace that they'd hoped for.
The biggest price is paying myself and the team as well, but going to the first race after 8 years without doing a proper job on testing will be difficult, but that's the reality, that's the situation. I cannot do nothing else than prepare as much as I can.
Haas and Racing Point have also had their struggles in the pre-season, the latter bringing something of a vanilla car to testing to enable them more development time back at the factory.
Alfa Romeo, meanwhile, have impressed everyone. Their novel and innovative design has the whole paddock talking, with chatter suggesting they could be on the verge of springing a surprise in a tightly congested midfield that the likes of Renault had hoped to command.
The omens look good for a fantastic season of Formula 1, and as always, we'll be at every race taking you to the heart of the action.